Now we are.
Okay. So hello everybody. We are back with more dog food making. See, now I have a helper to actually hold the camera for me today. I'm going to try doing things a little bit different. So, I've showed you already a few times what my food kind of looks like when it comes out, kind of what's in it. So this past month we have stayed on the same recipe because my dogs are really liking it. Woohoo! That's the important part, right? Yep. So right now, as you see, I am cutting up some fresh potatoes. Well, I'll be honest. Fresh. Green Giant, yeah, hey, potatoes, right? So, I've got the potatoes going in. I already cut up the rice, sorry, not the rice, the carrots and the spinach. The rice is already in there underneath. This is the spinach we've got right now. You can see how it came, nice and fresh, nice and green. When your spinach starts turning darker green, you want to hurry up and use it. As soon as you got guap in there, you got to throw it away. Can't use that. In case you don't know and haven't worked with fresh food before. You know, got to cover all the bases, make sure we're fully educating everybody. So what you want to do is you want to cut up everything that you get into small cubes. This way, you're actually making it throughout the whole pot with all of your nutrients. Now, we will be real. What is rice, everybody? Rice is our filler. Yep. We still do have fillers, enough to make them feel like they're eating as much as they did back when they had dog kibble. You have to realize that dogs think that they need so much filled in their belly after they have had dog kibble. Pretty soon, the filler will be gone. It will be meat, veggies, and fruit. Which reminds me, my apples are already in there. It's a half an apple per this recipe. This recipe is to feed 3 full-size dogs twice a day. We've got, 5 cups of jasmine rice or 4? 5 cups of jasmine rice. Got half of an apple. This is one whole, I would say large, russet potato. Got 6 baby carrots sliced up in there. And about 12 full-size leaves of spinach. You can definitely throw in a few tiny pieces to make up for your big pieces of spinach. Don't matter. You know, we go in the bag, take out a good pinch, make sure it looks like about 12. There we go. Goes on in. So we've got our apples, rice, carrots, spinach, and potatoes. What are we missing? Our meat! So, first and foremost, we've got our liver that John can show you how to cut up.
You gonna look like it?
No.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, John has had a past in a kitchen for so long, it makes it easier when I need my nice cuts done, just to have him do it. And, hey, if you don't know, liver's gross!
Yes, it is.
Liver is yucky, but it has so much nutrients and vitamins for your dogs. Look it, we've got Orion coming up behind John. You can't help but smell that liver. You can't help it, bub. Alright, get back on the bed.
Alright, first and foremost, folks, when you go to cut liver, you want to make sure your knife is sharp, because it's, like she said, slimy and it likes to move. Next, you just hold it down and you do saws and chops. You put it into small, thin strips, as small as you can do. Sometimes it don't like to cut its liver. There we go. Then once you get your small strips, I put it together in a pile, and I just go through and I cut it. You'll notice it sticks to your knife. Just keep going. It's okay. You're done. Just do what I do and slide it off. And then you repeat the process until you're done. Now, just fair warning, it does feel slimy. It does feel kind of gross, but it's whatever. It's for your dog.
And the smell.
Yeah, it smells gross too. Help yourself out when you're cutting it and let it be a little frozen. If it's not, whatever. It's just to help cut it because it makes it a little easier. Oh, am I doing taters and shit too?
We should only need about half.
Yeah, I don't even put in that much.
I know, I'm just going over so that you could show one good. Can we do what's equivalent to a breast size?
So I do about that much. And all this is already stripped up chicken from the butcher. It already comes already cut up and shit. We just chop it up into smaller pieces. So at this point, I will try to break it apart as best I can. This one here, I don't particularly like having it frozen, especially when it's in strips. It makes it harder to get decent cuts. But
It's for the dogs, so they don't have to be pretty. Keep that in mind, everybody.
it's just, yeah, the pretty is me, because I spent a bunch of years in the kitchen. That's small enough. So I have a habit of wanting everything to look right.
Yeah, and if you want to know how to hold your hands properly, do not watch me, watch John.
Well, I don't really hold my hands right either.
Well, he's
I
at least
never
better
have.
trained.
That was one thing I failed at a lot in fucking culinary school, is I didn't put my hands in the right position.
Disclaimer, John does not have a filter, so if your children are watching, I do apologize for any language. That is John. Get used to it or don't watch the channel.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't let your kids watch me. Or
Sorry,
if you do,
that's
put
John.
it on mute.
He's used to being in the back of the kitchen. There's no children there, there's no filters.
I'm not used to kids in my life, because, yeah,
We have dogs.
I have dogs, not kids.
And I apologize if lighting is off today. We have a black light on to help somebody dry an arts and crafts project. So, I know I'm still not perfect with the camera. I'm sure that'll be in the comments soon. But we are trying, and I am at least aware of the things that y'all are looking for.
That's
But
literally
this is
all
my
it
cell
takes,
phone.
folks. That's it, guys. That's all it takes.
Show them the water in the stir.
Oh, yeah. Do we know how big that thing is? Like how many quarts or whatever?
No.
I don't remember either. Hang on, because I clean up after I'm done.
Very important. Everybody please remember, you just worked with a meat product. You need to clean that off. Especially if your animals are not on a raw diet and they go to lick that counter, that can mess up what's going on already.
Alright, so everybody in their life has made rice. They always come with directions. You put so many cups of fucking you put so many cups of water with your rice. I don't do that. You'll learn if you get and work in the kitchen and stuff when you do rice. All you gotta do is just cover it with about an extra inch worth of water,
A
and
little
it'll
bit more
cook.
because your rice is good.
It'll cook just fine. And FYI, it's for your dogs. It doesn't have to be fully cooked. It will help if it is a little undercooked, just to give them a little extra.
Fiber.
No, it makes them feel a little bit more full, so you don't have to give them as much.
Yeah, because it expands it down.
Yep. Because it will expand and shit. So there you go. That's what it should fucking look. That's what it should look like when you're done.
And then we're not quite done after that.
Why would
That
you-
is done. Go ahead, turn that on. But
And after that, we hit power. We wait for it to stop yelling, and we hit that button.
we're going to talk about one last
The
thing.
cans.
Yep. Alright, so
Marco.
you see the recipe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. You see the recipe. Now, that's not quite the end of it. You do have to remember while cooking your food, some enzymes, nutrients, and stuff that your dogs actually need are cooked out. And not all the time is this the perfect thing to transfer your dog to. So stool might not be perfect. So that was the case with us. So for stool, C-meal. We bought this and we put about a tablespoon per how many cups or how many meals the dogs will be eating in this one. So this will make 6 total meals, so we put 6 scoops in it. And I would like to let you know that this is seaweed, flaxseed, dried asparagus, which I thought was asparagus when I first read it, right? And there's a lot of dried products in here. So you're still getting a lot of your nutrients. When we move, we will be freeze drying a lot of fruits, veggies, and meats that will then keep in them. We have been using Just Food for Dogs, following their recipe, and adding their after nutrients. So the idea is when we move, we're going to be freeze drying all of this. And pretty soon, we'll have a pet food ready for you guys soon.